Brian Anderson with you. Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill joining us tonight, along with the fourth member of our team, Allie LaForce. And, of course, Ty Jerome. This is their first game without him.
Yeah, it's a big loss for them. He's a guy who can influence outcomes. He's that good a player, and they'll need others to step up while they're figuring out the new roles.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. All right, Doris, how about teams like these who can really run their offense through their bigs?
BA, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a three-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor. Wow, that is some big-time airtime by Evan Mobley. My goodness.
George outside. Mobley grabs the board. Pass to Strus. To the middle. The shot. Okoro. It's good.
Inside, Okoro can really make trouble for the defense. He's got that combination of strength and agility.
Hunter with a double. George outside. Offline with a three.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Knocks down the long J.
Well, Donovan Mitchell, a three-level scorer, and fires away from deep with reckless abandon, folks.
And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But, Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the three-point line. Played him perfectly.
Got a hand on it.
And as Sarr gets older, he'll learn how to use his length even more.
And again, Washington, no good.
I mean, just a tough start, missing their first 5 shots.
They get it back. Here's Mitchell. Uses the glass on the layup. Mitchell's got 5 points.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Outside Coulibaly. To halt the run. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Outside Strus. Back to Mitchell. Five on the clock. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. Here's Mobley. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. The Wizards trail by 9. Poole from long range. Washington again can't hit. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian Keefe had a few moments to share with me. We discussed how he wants his team to approach their matchup with Evan Mobley, and Coach said, we need to make him a jump shooter. Mobley is most effective around the rim. He's still developing his jump shot, and we need to take advantage of that. There should be a lot of resistance in the paint from his defense, BA.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Now here's Poole. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Here's Mitchell. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
That's good. And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
Doris, back in January 2023, Donovan Mitchell became the 5th player to ever score 71 in a game.
Think about this, Brian. Just Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, and David Robinson had done it before Donovan Mitchell. Incredible company he keeps.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. making substitutions here. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Coulibaly on the wing to stop the drought. And James Harden pulls it down.
Yep.
And Harden's got the ball here for Cleveland. 20 feet out. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected.
Hey, you want to join the league? 2K League? These niggas are ass, so.
Middleton, no good.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Back to Harden. Here's the three.
The teams open are the Pelicans
and the call will be against James
and the Jazz, I think. If you wait a little bit longer, it's like one of those leagues where there's a whole bunch of teams leaving and joining. So
Wizards trail by 14. They've been having major problems.
I just took Zion from him, so I got the Cavs. Want to know who you got? Garland, straight up.
Contesting everything.
He is too good.
I don't think that's a bad trade.
To be left open like that. The defense
what do you think?
Dodged a bullet there.
And Doris, Cleveland looking to balance their roster, trying to make sure the pieces fit.
And that's been the concern, right, BA? Because
like the money worked, the overalls were the same. Like, it was just like a very, very even trade.
This is where roster construction truly matters in the league.
Now here's Harden. Very solid offensive production, averaging 18 points a game. Here's Coulibaly. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
I mean, he's yet to make a shot this quarter. At some point, you got to look for other ways to impact the game.
And that one drops for him.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now here's Coulibaly. No points so far. Oh, deflected. Walker for three. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
No hesitation. Nice work by Walker, not overthinking it.
Pass to Middleton. Launches it. Sinks the tray.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And so it's Cleveland in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Cavaliers enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
The Wizards trail by 16. Kispert on the wing. To the paint. Carrington. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Carrington's got his first 2 points of the night.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
On the wing, Wade. Back to Harden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Allen a screen. From the arc. It's another 3 for Cleveland.
Well, James Harden has run millions of pick and rolls in his career. He is the master of it. Understands what the defense concedes and then goes right at it.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Carrington's got 5 now.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Walker for 3. Knocks it down from distance.
There's a reason James Harden is always near the top of the assist charts. That ability to distribute to teammates is elite.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
The Cavaliers have great size up front. They have Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, who said, "We have each other's backs." That's the advantage of having 2 7-footers. If you blow by the first one, There's a second one waiting for you. Brian, they'll make it tough.
No doubt. Waves and waves of length inside. Thanks, Allie. Lets it fly. Smart grabs the miss. The Wizards trail by 17. And the call will be against James Harden. That'll be a second foul of the game. You're a good person to ask this, Doris. Why do so many point guards turn into successful coaches?
Yeah, I think obviously, Brian, as a point guard, you're responsible for knowing every position on the floor, where they're supposed to be at all times. And you're also sort of thinking like a coach already. This person hasn't had a bucket in a while. How do I get them in a position to make them successful? So I think you're in control of so much as a point guard that it naturally translates to coaching. With his frame and craftiness, James Harden should be an excellent offensive rebounder. Nice second chance opportunity there.
On the drive, Smart. Pass to Champagnie. Here's Smart. From deep three-point land. Champagnie shot is off. Cleveland leading by 19. 16 feet out. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim. Harden's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Washington again can't hit. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Well, it was a tough season for the Washington Wizards, Grant. A franchise low 15 wins.
You know, B.A., it started with trading away their star, Bradley Beal, before the season. But I like their new direction, prioritizing the future and developing talent.
Back to Smart. To the left side wing. Here's Carrington. And that time also a missed shot.
When it goes in, it looks pretty. When it doesn't, you question the shot difficulty.
Outside for Harden. Fires the three. And Holmes pulls it down.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Walker with a steal. Fast break, Cleveland. Three-pointer, Harden. And it's Harden again missing. And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for the Washington Wizards. Carrington no good. A minute 58 left in the first half of this game. Left side, Harden. Over Smart. Harden missing again. So it's Washington now. Next up, they'll face the Hawks in Atlanta. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Here's Carrington. And the three-pointer goes. Carrington's got 8 here in this quarter.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Different look for Cleveland. A minute 35 left to play in the second quarter. Right side, Mitchell. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. The Wizards trail by 20. All right, Grant, what do you think about Jordan Poole's nickname, the Pool Party?
Oh, it's very apt, right? Because when he's on, everyone is having a good time. But it also speaks to his relaxed attitude. He's out there to shoot and have fun while doing it.
Mobley outside. Shot clock at 5. Shoots from the elbow. And it's in there. Mitchell's got 10 points.
See, what a good feel for what the defense is conceding. Donovan Mitchell very willing to get to that mid-range jumper.
inside. It's tipped. Stolen by Mobley. From deep, Strus. They get it again. On the wing, Strus. The three from Mitchell. Washington with a rebound. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Carrington. The three-pointer off the mark. Cleveland leading by 19. Here's Mitchell. He takes it in. And Mitchell with the slam.
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And this is his second attempt at the line tonight. That free throw is good from Mitchell. Now Middleton. It could go. And so it's Cleveland. A huge 24-point lead for them. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. Back after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And so it's Washington with it. And here's Poole. From the high post. Here's Carrington. And it's all from three-point range. And Grant, when you play the Wizards, you better be ready to run.
BA, they like to speed you up. They force you to play at their pace. And on the flip side, that gives you open floor opportunities as well.
Here's Sarr. Mobley grabs the board. Now here's Mitchell. He's got 15. Connects from downtown.
Donovan Mitchell cooking right now. Things look easy on the offensive end.
From downtown. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
We know this about Donovan Mitchell. This guy shows no fear, even inside. Draws the foul there.
Both free throws good for Mitchell. Well, you look at Evan Mobley, Doris, so agile for his size.
This is a young man, Brian, with so much upside. Defensively, he can guard on the perimeter, slides his feet, keeps his balance, contests without fouling, and he's growing every repetition on the offensive end. I can't wait to see his future.
From deep, Mitchell. Can't get it to go. He's 7 for 12. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Wing shot on the way. Sarr misses.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Drills it from deep.
You love how hard Okoro works for his team and makes himself right there a good option in the catch-and-shoot game.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Donovan Mitchell wears number 45 because that was Michael Jordan's number when he played baseball. Mitchell's father was a pro player, and Donovan said, "Baseball was my sport. I had my mind made up. I wanted to make the majors, but in high school, a broken wrist on the diamond caused his focus to shift." Brian, I'd say it worked out.
Yeah, I'd say so. Thanks, Allie.
Now, Jordan Poole is no stranger to hunting his own shot, and he's ready on the catch opportunity there.
Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
What you love about Donovan Mitchell is he's already proven that in the playoffs he is willing to be a go-to scorer. He's committed to improving his game. He's got to continue to work at the defensive end of the floor.
And here are the Cavaliers now. Here's Mobley. Mobley throws it down.
Well, we know this. Playing a
Nah, first class travel is fun, so I'm not gonna lie. I'm good at that game. Need the hot belt. Hold it, nigga. Not gonna lie. It's a good game to have with 6.
Middleton from the outside.
And it's free?
To Cleveland.
Come on,
Boy,
man.
a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one
We haven't touched it in like 2023.
And slammed it home.
But it was fun. It was fun.
Another point at the line. It's gonna go on.
Deception games are always fun, where you kill
And
niggas in the party and shit.
6 tries at the line in this one. And we're starting to see some big contracts for NBA head coaches, Doris.
Well, BA, whether we are talking about player contracts or coaches contracts, the cost of business is the cost of business. And coaches, to me, earn every penny. Because what happens when teams underperform? The first fall guy is typically that head coach. I have 0 problems with the salaries.
What game are y'all playing?
First team foul.
Oh.
Middleton from the outside. And again, Washington, no good.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Pass to Wade. Down low. And that one is hammered home.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Koulibaly on the wing. No points yet. George outside. 5 to shoot. They need this. It's tipped.
Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. Sarr. And he goes in for the dunk.
Easy enough for the 7-footer. Sarr bringing the house down.
It's stolen by Poole.
I'm gonna tell you right now, buddy, that ain't happening. But I hope it does. I hope it does. But it's not. I said it's not gonna happen, but I hope it does.
With the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Okay.
Let's see if that serves as a
I'll take your word for it.
builder. What a
I'll listen to
great
it.
sequence for this group.
Middleton outside. George outside. Poole outside. 6 to shoot. Pass to George. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. Middleton, no good. And here are the Cavaliers now. And so they foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Cleveland calls timeout.
Okay, bet. I'm gonna listen to it.
And Cleveland making a change here.
Let's hear it for you. Substitution on the court.
Here's Harden. 16 points for him. Off the inbound, no good. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Driving to the basket. To the middle. Here's Holmes. Oh, it's Holmes with the big jam.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA. Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Here's Johnson. The rebound by Allen. Here's Harden. The 3-ball. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Just a big-time effort for Donovan Mitchell, providing a lot of energy for the Cavaliers. He's been lighting it up tonight. 24 points. We'll be right back with you shortly. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And Harden Harden's got the ball here for the Cleveland Cavaliers. That one drops for him.
James Harden, one of the best individual offensive players the game has ever seen. If he gets his feet in the painted area, it is always dangerous for the defense.
Pass to Champagnie. Inside. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play.
Defensive foul.
James Harden picks one up. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
Just a great job running the floor in transition. Now, he realized they were tiring out the defense early, and they took full advantage.
Something else that they've had working for them is attacking the offensive glass. Boy, taking advantage and creating second chance points. Impressive.
And there's the screen. Down low. Here's Champagnie. The shot won't fall. Nice D from Brown. To the paint. Here's that. Oh!
Assisted by
Jared Allen putting on a show. Get out of his way, folks. It's coming down on your head.
Carrington, no good.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Wizards foul.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. You know, Grant, we've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, B.A. So let's just count them as playoff stats. It used to be only 3 rounds instead of 4, so there is a precedent to adding more games to the official postseason.
Well, James Harden will go down as one of the great scorers in NBA history, and when he gets his groove going, look out, folks.
Right wing. Here's Carrington. Knocks down the triple.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
Knocks it loose. Gets stolen by Johnson. With the drive. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. By himself. Rips down the breakaway slam.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look. Boy, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter. Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Rebound by the Wizards. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Here's Carrington. Pure from 3-point range.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Cleveland calls timeout. Mitchell with the ball. Shoots over Johnson. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Mitchell's got 11 in the second half.
Well, consistency and efficiency is where we've seen the greatest improvement from Donovan Mitchell. How comfortable is he off the bounce?
The defensive breakdown gives him a wide open look, but he can't take advantage.
Off the mark there with a 3. And Washington with possession. They're on a 12-4 run. And there are the Wizards with another bucket.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Let's go with a 3. Kispert grabs a miss. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
And things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Well, that's a bad shot until it goes through the net.
From deep, Mitchell sinks it from distance. Mitchell's got 29 points.
Boy, Mitchell's confidence is off the charts right now. Off the dribble jumper, yes, sir.
He drops it from range.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Mobley, right side. Over Holmes. Mobley, no good. And so it's Washington with it.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Cavaliers.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for James Harden.
What a selfless effort tonight. He's done such a great job finding guys in their appropriate spots. This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem. He needs to drive to the rim. The shot just not going.
There's the triple. Strus grabs the miss. The 3 from Mitchell. And Holmes pulls it down.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Carrington, no good. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Mitchell. Good on the shot.
Donovan Mitchell.
Mitchell's got 31 points.
And they knew it wasn't going to be easy to win on the road, but they've controlled the pace on this one.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
And he's easily led the way on the boards tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. Feels like he's quicker to the basketball than anyone else out there.
And so Cleveland takes this one by a big margin. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd.
Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Cleveland is working their way through a road trip going into today's game. And, of course, Jarace Walker. New phase in his career, playing today as a Cleveland Cavalier for the first time.
Well, we're about to see what the buzz around the league is all about here. Is it going to be just hype, or will it be reality? We will find out here soon enough, along with the fans in this arena and the people watching at home.
One of the most explosive scorers in the NBA, the great Donovan Mitchell.
Well, I think what makes his offensive game so elite is that he is a very strong and physical guard. He's improved his pick and roll game, and he's improved his distance from three. So the space that he has to work from is so impressive. Think D. Wade with a better jumper.
Here's Hunter. Devin Booker picking up that last basket.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Beal gets a wide open look. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Mitchell. Beal pulls it in. And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Booker. Here's Iguodala. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. The Suns shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
Now here's Okoro. Pass to Hunter. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Shot clock at 5. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, I did speak with Mike Budenholzer for a few minutes. In front of mine tonight, Jarrett Allen, the outstanding center. They were telling me how Allen does so much out there, particularly on defense. They said Jarrett is an incredible rim protector, and when he's on the floor, they'll avoid driving the paint. Jarrett Allen looming large down low, guys.
Thanks, David. Pass to Hunter. There's the three. Buries the long-range jumper.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
Shots good by Booker.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now, here's Mitchell. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. No good on the three.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And with this score, the Suns, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Iguodala, no good.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Mitchell looking it over. Again, Mitchell missing.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
And that one, good. Iguodala's got his second basket of the night.
Nice pass. Such a unique talent on both ends. That time, Booker showing us his vision. Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
And here is Mitchell. After Devin Booker getting his shot to go from deep. Pass to Okoro. Mitchell outside. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Done shot's good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And it's down to the mid. Mitchell with the three. Mitchell's got 5.
And that's on the D. You got to make sure you're guarding Mitchell from that corner.
Here's Booker. Goes up from the top of the key. And the jumper falls for him.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
And this is what Mitchell delivers for his team. He's an efficient shooter you can rely on for buckets.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Pass to Okoro. A three-pointer, no good.
Just doing the job on the backdoor.
Hole with it. And he converts the layup.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Here's Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. And so it's the Phoenix Suns with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've set the tone.
The Cavaliers, 15.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
Mobley a screen. Out to Thompson. With the fadeaway. Mobley misses. Suns lead by 6. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. And another Kevin Durant, is the most decorated member of the Suns star trio. KD says, I believe in this team and we believe in one another. I like our chemistry. Not just the three of us, but our whole team. Our coaching staff is doing a great job. I'm not promising anything, but I like our chances against anybody. Kevin, they certainly have the talent.
David, indeed they do. Here's KD. Good D by Mobley. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Harden with it. His scoring numbers are pretty strong. He's up there at 21 points a game on average. Good on the bucket. RJ, so often with rookies, we want to judge them after half a season. We're not very patient with them. How long should we give players to prove themselves in the NBA?
Well, there's a different type of prove yourself. If you're talking about a rookie, I was taught after about game 60, you're no longer a rookie because you've played every team. You understand the defensive concept. You might be a little fatigued, but after that, you're no longer a rookie. But to judge them, if they can play in this league, it can take a couple of years.
Mobley inside. Thompson in the corner. Here is Harden. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Figuring out ways to score. That is James Harden's specialty. The beard can hurt you inside and out.
Martin with the bucket. Martin's got his first basket.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Harden. The rebound by Richard. Phoenix leading by 6. Pass to Allen. Puts up a deep 3. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Allen's got his first 3 points of the game.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
And the basket by Harden.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Richard, what's an element of the Cleveland Cavaliers team that you really appreciate?
How about their defensive efforts, Kevin? That's what impresses me the most. This squad does a good job of putting pressure on shooters and scraping that glass after a contest.
Durant with it. He's picked up by Mobley. Lobbed up there for Durant. And stolen by Mobley. To the middle. Here's Thompson. Allen with the rebound.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Beal from long range. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. And finished off by Martin. And we may have an injury here. That does not look good.
Yeah, looks like he's in real pain. Definitely a concern right now.
Look, I'm no doctor, and I know that might be a surprise to a lot of you people, but look, that looked pretty harsh, and he's certainly going to have to miss some extended time.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Mitchell. 9 points in the game so far. Puts up a 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Booker with no one around. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen. Here's Booker. Booker going to work inside.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Here's Mitchell. Pass to Allen. Mitchell outside. Shoots over Richards. Clock at 4. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
I see you, Mr. Mitchell. Now look, for a 6'1 guard, this man can absolutely fly.
And here's Booker from the arc. And it's Strus with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. Phoenix leading by 9. And here's Booker from the arc. Booker with a 3. He is a knockdown shooter.
A reliable three-point sniper. I like seeing Booker connect from downtown.
The shot by Mitchell, no good.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
In a volume scorer, Mitchell excels in getting inside and converting.
And Booker puts up a deep 3. Jared Allen grabs the miss. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. A 12-point game. Pass to Strus. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending. Well, here in the second quarter, he's starting to dial up his aggressiveness as far as working himself to the free throw line.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Well, Mitchell knows it's not all about him out there. If he can get another guy a shot, he will do it.
Here's a Okoro. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And the first half is now in the books. Suns lead by 9. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Now let's check in with David Aldridge to see how Sam Merrill's doing. David?
Hey, guys, I got an update from the Cavaliers head athletic trainer. Now, he told me that it's a knee sprain. It's definitely painful, but it's fortunate it wasn't worse. And, of course, that would be a brutal loss for this team if he misses any time, as they're getting ready for the end of the season. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
The drive by Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Oh, he's had that move saved up for a minute. You could tell with that smile on his face, Mitchell making the most of that opportunity.
And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Oh, man, and that is why Mitchell has won a dunk contest before. He knows how to get a few style points.
Nice move. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Right now, this is what you want to see. Mitchell playing without hesitation and just taking quality shots.
Now here's Beal. It's good. Beal's got 4 this quarter. And the action on hold as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
And I'll tell you, this is something you never like to see.
Yeah, you just hope it's nothing serious and that he's able to get back on the court as soon as possible.
Here's Harden. Teardrop shot. This is the mark. His third miss of the game. 4 for 7 now.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backcourt. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Harden with it. Now Bol defending. And Walker throws it down.
When Jarris Walker stuffs it, we feel those bucks over here.
Out to the right wing. And it's done in the corner. Offline with his 3. The Cavaliers trail by 7. It's Harden with the drive. And he gets it to go. Harden's got 10.
He's not going to beat you with speed. Harden uses his footwork and his strength to create separation on his way to the rim.
And Bull wide open. He shoots. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. To the paint. Here's Thompson. And Bull sends it back. And here's the fast break. Dunn leading the way.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Devin Booker is a 3-level scoring threat. He said, I'm just reading coverages and taking what the defense gives me. That's a mid-range jumper, which analytically people say isn't the highest percentage shot. But for myself, it's a good one. I've shot it pretty much my whole life. Kevin?
And David, doesn't it show? Wow, he's something else. Hey, thank you.
Continuing to get better at facilitating Booker with a dime.
And Kevin Durant, one of the top 10 scorers in league history. And RJ still going strong.
And he does it with efficiency, Kevin. Takes great shots, and he's incredibly accurate. And if he doesn't have a look, he's a willing passer.
Here's Iguodala. He has 6. Out to Lee. There's the triple. And he's good on the 3-ball. And now it's an 11-point Phoenix lead.
Ooh, can't ask for a cleaner look than that, and he'll make you pay.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. .157 left in the 3rd. Here's Harden. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Led by as many as 14 points. Oh my goodness, the slam!
Okay, KD put a little extra on that one.
From deep Harden. It's rebounded by O'Neal. And here's Phoenix. They're on a 13-5 run. And stolen by Mobley. Right block shot. Pass to Green. Shot clock at 6. From deep Harden. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Allen outside. And a wide open look for Lee. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And here's Harden for 3. And another miss by Cleveland.
And it's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Iguodala.
That reach from Allen, let's just say it's tremendous.
Back to Harden.
Suns foul. Iguodala. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And so here's Cleveland. They trail by 16. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Brilliant move by Harden against the foul. Getting the whistle and the bucket.
And Phoenix making a change here. There's 21 seconds left to play in the third. They set the pick. Here's KD. Excellent D there from Allen. Inside. O'Neal with the steal. Launches the three. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Phoenix looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter.
46.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Suns leading by 13. Let's check in with David Aldridge for an injury update on Bradley Beal. David.
Guys, I was able to talk with the head athletic trainer of the Suns. He told me that although he twisted the knee pretty badly, nothing looks like it's torn. He won't be returning to the game, guys, and he may be off the court for a short period of time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Hopefully everything works out for him. Screen by Allen. Mitchell wide open. No good that time.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And Allen launches it from deep. The Cavaliers pull it in. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team. To the right side. Here's Bull. Allen with the rebound. Mitchell outside. Here's the three. Drops in the tray. Mitchell's got 22 points.
His first triple of the second half. Can he get it going?
The Cavaliers trail by 15. The drive by Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
I'm just going to be real with you. With a full head of steam, the defense, they might not even bother when Mitchell's going that quickly.
Launches it. Another three for Cleveland.
This is his second three this half. He's getting even more bold at that arc.
Now Allen. To the inside. Out to the right wing. Fires for three. Allen with the rebound.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally, the run they needed to get back into this one.
I'm sure they wish they made this run sooner, but they've still got time to come away and steal this one.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. And Cleveland making a change here. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. Now, he wants his team to stop playing it safe. He said, we've got this lead by doing what we do, and we can keep it if we don't get too cautious. Play our game. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Booker looking around. And again, it's the Suns missing. And here are the Cavaliers. Big stretch here going 10-2. And the shot goes down.
The adjustments they made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Suns leading by 8. From deep. Durant from distance. What a shot.
Slick shot by Durant. Gets the pass and is in his motion a second later.
And they pick up 2.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
Lee, that's good. And the Suns lead by 11.
Unsurprisingly savvy pass by Booker, setting another guy up for success instead of forcing a shot.
Mitchell. The shot comes out. Good D by Booker. Here's KD.
You look at Durant's game and you instantly see all the hours of hard work that went into shaping it. He's so polished in every area. His skills are so sharp.
And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
Pass to Dunn. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Harden way outside. Rebound by the Suns. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. That bucket in no time at all. Booker's got 20.
All Booker needs is a little bit of room, and the moment he gets it, he pulls up.
Harden's shot is off. Suns leading by 12. Over to the wing. Dunn, wide open, he fires. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Phoenix.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Devin Booker.
Okay, I'm going to explain what he did here. It's called playmaking. Being someone that seeks out their teammates, making the extra pass.
Shot clock at 3. It's hauled in by Dunn. KD with it. He's picked up by Mobley. Fires away from outside. KD can't get it to go. From the wing. It's hauled in by Dunn. Booker outside. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll do it, folks.